Hi everybody. Well, how's everybody doing this morning? This is a live feed for my Sunday morning live feed. The topic today, booby traps. Kind of huffing and puffing because I went outside, got my handy dandy live feed microphone, put it on my hat because if I put it down here for some reason it doesn't come in as clear. It I think it picks up the rustle and bustle. So I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna wait for some folks to show up. Kind of catch my breath. Maybe I'll be setting up the laptop here while we're waiting. Got some stuff in there. Help us out. I can put up on the camera for us. There were some live feeds going on last night. Saw that Wacky made a short one saying he's going to be interviewed today, so he's probably resting up for that. Can I show you guys? We got the tree up, but we don't have it decorated yet. That's going to be sometime today. Get everybody together in the family at the same time so we can get that tree decorated. Hey everybody, how you doing? Can I say hi so I know who's here? Hey Terry. Ash Hands. How you guys doing? Hanging off the damn microphone off the hat so it doesn't brush against my clothes, make all that racket. Somebody said I was getting feedback off of it, so I'm trying different spots so that maybe it'll work up there. We'll see. Audio's good. Thank you for letting me know. What are you guys up to? I don't even have my Christmas gift under the tree yet. Yeah, if you're anything like me, I got kids. They get under there first. Kid, I guess I should say. I don't have kids. I have a 17-year-old son. Soon to be 18. He's still in bed. Typical teenager on the weekend. I've got, today's topic is booby traps. So I set one up here in the house so that when him and the dogs finally get out of bed, maybe they'll trip it and everybody can kind of see that you can set them up in your house. Not even your kids know they're there. He got a rude awakening coming. He'll probably have some choice words for me on that for sure, Hash Hands. Anybody get in on Dean's live feed this morning? I thought I was going to get in on it, and it was ended by the time I got there. I hear that. Girlfriends will keep you broke. I have a girlfriend too, but we kind of have an understanding. She's got her own money and I got my own money, and we spend it on each other when it's a mutual agreement. First time I ever had a girlfriend like that, but it works out pretty good. Most time girlfriends just say, give me, give me, give me. Trying to grow my beard out so it won't be so darn cold. I cut it off at the wrong time. Now I try to put it back on. It's not having much luck at it. There's one of them. Little puppy dog. He made it. Uh-oh. Damn kid found the booby trap. Shoot. He went underneath it instead of over it. Oh, man.
Come on, dog.
I would have thought for sure he would have just walked right through that sucker. He says he could see it with the sunlight. Gosh darn it, I should have done something different. Where do I live? I live in Nebraska. Where do you live at? It's getting kind of cold here. We're having kind of a mild winter, actually. Usually this time of year we have a couple of feet of snow out there. Missouri? I lived there when I was a kid. What part of Missouri? Am I lagging a little bit this morning? I tried to put everything real close to the damn routers, so maybe it wouldn't do that. Park Hills. Hey, deadhead, what's up? Where's Park Hills? I lived in Sedalia. The stream's good? Good, that's good for a change, huh? Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you're liking the stream. Six 80 miles south of St. Louis? You know where Sedalia is? I also lived in a really small town. My dad moved around a lot. I lived in a real small town called Butler. It was a small town, but as a kid, I found plenty of things to get into there. I should have set that darn thing lower. I set it about waist high. I thought for sure he wouldn't look that far down. Yeah, Butler's kind of small. It was back then. How about now? Is it still kind of small? Say hi, Double D. He just waking up. Hey, Terry. What's up, my man? I kind of lived all over the States when I was a kid growing up. My dad, he worked putting in all those damn missiles for our defense system. He helped put those in the ground all across the United States, so We were moving like every 6 or 8 months. I got to see a lot of country, but didn't get to sit very long anywhere. Got to see a lot of country, though. Probably why I stayed in so much trouble growing up. I was a hell on wheels. Kind of nice just sitting around in one place now that I'm older. Yeah, I've heard of Farmington. Believe we used to go there antiquing. My mom was big into antiquing, so we just on the weekends would go traveling around the countryside. I did a lot of spelunking while I was there as a kid. They got a crap load of caves there. Okay. Must be kind of a small town then, huh? I don't know if you guys can usually see when I'm talking, I have all this stuff all over me. You know, that's blood thinners. I got AFib. It's hell to get old. Can I give you a little history? I see my dog found something to bark at out there. So how's everybody doing this morning? What's everybody up to besides sitting there talking to me? Flat River? I don't think I ever heard of a town called Flat River. Heard of Farmington, though. How about you, Ash Hands? Where about you live at? Oh, it's starting to grow? Hey, Caesar, welcome aboard, my man. Good to see ya. Remember I was telling you the other night when you were trying to live stream, it was dark? You were pointing the camera, I guess, into the night. It's hard to get the camera pointed the right way where you got enough light for sure. Oh no, Caesar, you didn't win. It was a guy called Canadian Mayhem. I don't know if you guys know him. Southern California. Southern California is a nice place. Kid keeps ducking underneath my booby trap I set up over there, hoping that he loses his mind and forgets it's there, but he ain't doing it. I should have put it down about knee-high level for them little dogs. Yeah, he ducked again, that darn kid. He just don't want to hear that noise it makes. Hey there, bud. Hi. You come say hi to Dad? Yeah. You guys see him over there when he ducks? I don't know how far angle I got, but see that doorway over there? See, I have a booby trap across it right there. And I was hoping that he would be sleepy-eyed enough when he got up to let the dogs go outside that he would just walk right through it, but he's a smart kid. He figured it out. Who's got their Christmas shopping done? Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. You can give me a thumbs down, I don't care. I'm just learning the streaming end of it, so if you want to give me a thumbs down, go ahead, I don't care. I'm kind of easygoing guy. I live in a little town called Scottsbluff, Nebraska. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It's a not very big city. I think we have like 12,000 people live here. Yeah, I used to be that way too, Terry. I just can't take all those people anymore. Even though I live in a small city, it seems they all want to go to Walmart at the same time. Hey, BC, what's up, my man? Glad to see you bumped in. Yeah, I used to live out west. The city I lived in out there was like, it seemed like a gazillion people, but actually it was only 48,000. You hurry up, get back here, hash hands. What's everybody up to this fine morning? That's the true thing, BC. You know, small town, everybody knows everybody. Kind of makes it easy to live. If you see me, I'm trying to get what you guys are saying to come up. I'm just using my phone. Damn laptop camera is not working right. It's chilly, but we really haven't had any snow yet. It's kind of cold one day and warm the next. We're having a crazy year. Usually this time of year we got snow on the ground, but we had snow once and it was about that much. Lasted about maybe a day, not even that I don't think. Yeah, well, I think day before yesterday is 70. Today it's 34. Kind of crazy. telling the other guys that are in here about the microphone hanging off my hat. One guy was telling me that when I had it hanging on my shirt up here, he could hear the material brushing together. So I hung it up here. What do you guys know about booby traps? Yeah, you can't hear the gears turning on me? It's because there ain't no gears to turn. It's kind of empty in there. Telling the other guys, hey, 66, how you doing? Glad to see you popped in. Telling the other guys I'm going to turn the camera to see over there on that door. I put a booby trap across there. And I was hoping that when my kid got up, he would come bouncing through there and trip it. But he's 17 and he kind of figured it out too fast. So I should have put it down at the ankle level for my ankle biter dogs. They wouldn't care one way or the other. They would have just gone barreling through there. We would have heard a hell of a siren go off. So I was asking, what do you guys think about booby traps? You guys booby trap your properties? I know some of you live in small towns. That was sort of why I set up that small booby trap over there. Was try to get everybody to watch somebody go through it so you can see just how simple it is. That little booby trap there is one of the easiest ones to set up. You can use zip ties or tape or something like that and go around a tree. You know, you can set it real low, maybe have some leaves around it so nobody really thinks about it, you know, and then just as they go bebopping through the yard or whatever, they trip it, and then you know somebody out there screwing around with your stuff. There's other things too. I like been reading up on them for quite some time now because it kind of intrigues me that there's so many ways that you can make it so that people don't screw around with all your stuff that you have. And you just don't know anymore, you know. These days it's just tough, you know. Yeah, wildlife would be a problem for sure. Armadillo, you must live in Texas, huh? I have a couple of buddies on here live in Texas. You know them too, so... Oh, Louisiana. I've never really seen an armadillo up close. Are they as mean looking in person as they are in pictures? Four-legged armored tank. So how do you kill them? You have to use a bear gun, or can you get through that armor is what I'm saying. Must have to shoot them in the head, huh? Hey, Cammy, how you doing? Good to see you dropped up. In, over. There's armadillo in Missouri? I didn't know that. Wow. In Missouri? It must be southern Missouri. Yeah, I'm glad you came over, Cammy. I was looking around your videos the other day. I try to do that. I'm getting up where I have a lot of subs now, so I try to do a few every day so that you guys know I'm around. Oh, I'm fine. I'm doing okay. Trying to figure out where the money's coming from to keep my kid happy at Christmas. I don't know if you guys know the guy that won the drawing, but I didn't even recognize his handle really until he emailed me. Yeah, it's hard to catch up with everybody when you start getting a lot of subs. I try to just go do a few of them every day, and I still think I'm cheating somebody. But I want you guys to know I try to make the rounds. I really do. I would want the same from you guys, so I just try to do what I want, so makes it easier that way. If you guys don't know each other, I need you to sub up and down here too, you know. If you guys don't know each other. Let's build the great YouTube community one sub at a time. Oh, it is. It's about booby traps, Wes. I was telling everybody else, I set one up in my house for my kid because he was in bed. He's a teenager. See over there on the door? I set it up kind of high so the dogs wouldn't get to it, thinking that he would just be sleepy-headed enough just to walk through it, but he didn't. He saw it there. He said that the light shone on the wire. I don't do any work. I have some health issues that keeps me from working. I stay busy, don't get me wrong. I don't just sit around. I stay pretty busy. I do projects and stuff, and I try to stay busy. That's what keeps you going. I've got AFib, and I also have COPD. Some days I can't really walk across the street, and other days I can walk a mile. So I do the best I can. For a lot of years, I was in the Boy Scouts with my son, so that's how I learned a lot about what I know. Before that, before he was around, I was always in the woods doing something, hunting or fishing or just walking or, you know, I've always been an outdoors kind of guy. Yep, being honest and open is the best way to be. That way you can't get tripped up. How about you, Wes? You work? Right now, I'm out in my man cave working on a knife. I'm making a knife. Sometimes quitting's the right thing to do. Yeah, you seem like a pretty intelligent guy, Wes. I'm pretty sure you won't have a problem finding work. Oh, I don't make knives. I said I'm working on one. It's my first one. I just try, like I said, I try to stay busy. Yeah, I know that if you sit around and just wait to die, it's going to happen sooner than later. So what I do is I just stay busy so it's later more than sooner. Don't get into politics with me. There's a lot of those folks out there that think that the world owes them a shitload of something. I'm not really sure what that is yet. They need to go out and do something different. It's my opinion. So, what, you're a carpenter of sorts, or what? I like to say I was a jack of all, a master of none. But it's not actually true. For, I don't know, 10 or 20 years, I was a heavy equipment operator, and when I wasn't doing that, I was a welder. So, I guess I really can't say I was a jack of all. But I have done some carpentry work. I did some remodeling in between everything else. I've done some farming. Whatever it takes to put food on the table. Oh yeah, Wes, I was trying to tell you about how you can use your phone on a tripod. You know, you can go to Lowe's or something like that. You get those L brackets that go in the studs and whatnot. You could take one of those and tape it or glue it to an old phone case that you don't use but fits your phone. You can do it like that and then prop it up on a piece of wood or something and then just set it up on top of the tripod. I mean, you can't like work it or turn it and stuff, but you could just sit it there so that it's up higher and you're not sitting there putting books up on top of each other and stuff. But it's just something for you to think about. I was telling you about that last night, remember? I used one of those L hooks. I taped it, actually just taped it to a old phone case. And I have a little insert for a 35 millimeter camera that I don't have anymore for the tripod. You know how it sits in the top of the tripod and locks in. And the screw in that little piece that goes in your 35 millimeter camera, it just fits inside that L bracket. So you can just put it in there, put a screw on top of it, plop it right down in the tripod. It works slick. But before I thought about that, I just put it on a block of wood and just set it on top. I'm kind of a MacGyver of sorts. Or you can just keep setting it up on books. I don't care, you know. I'm just trying to help my friends out. Oh yeah, that would work. Cool, yeah. But that L bracket works pretty good. You might want to just play around with it. I learned that little L bracket thing off of YouTube. It just, you know how they flash those videos in front of you that you're not really interested in? That one there just flipped through my feed, so I checked it out. That's how I found out about that L bracket idea. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, before I got the tripod, tripods aren't that expensive, but before I had the tripod, I just went and got some 2x2s and kind of TP'd them together, you know, and made like a tripod that way, two this way, and then another one in the back, hold it up. Then I cut it all off straight instead of block of wood up there with the L bracket and everything. It worked out pretty good. You just have it at one height. I suppose you could make a few of them, but that's what I did for a long time. Kind of just evolved. Now I use a tripod. Sometimes I use a tripod, sometimes I don't. Hold on a second, I'll take this off for a second. Hold on. I'll show you something. If I don't trip the booby trap. Here we go. My little microphone thing. See which way I want it to go. I guess that'll work. Anyway, I got one of these too, Wes. These cost just a couple of bucks on Amazon. It's a miniature tripod. See this little screw on top? That L bracket will fit right on there. Then you just put a little nut on top and then set it wherever you need it. Like I said, I'm a MacGyver guy. Damn booby trap about got me. Having COPD, it hurts to bend over to get those lungs going the wrong way. Yeah, you could get that little short one, Wes, on Amazon. Just put in their tripod. Why don't y'all tell me what you think about booby traps? What would you do to booby trap something? Throw out some easy ideas. That way we can shoot the shit and kind of stay on track at the same time. For those of you who haven't been around, we're going to be decorating our tree today, so... Yeah, you know, I looked at some those handheld movie cameras, and even at Walmart they cost, I think the cheapest one was over $100. And hell, my damn phone does what that thing does. So I just stay with the phone. When I'm not on the phone, I use my laptop. I guess if it comes down to it, I'll buy me a camera and stuff, but for now, I'm not going to worry about it. What's everybody's football team? Kansas City, oh man, they started out good, but they're not doing worth beans now. Monterey Mud Dogs. Is that something like the Rattlers? Maybe you should have the Rattlers. You don't not get y'all. You're one of the ones that are boycotting the NFL West. Yeah, I've been with the Seahawks ever since they franchised. If I had a second team to go for, I believe it would probably be, shoot, I can't think of it. I just was going to say it. I'll tell you when it comes back to me. Hey, D-Murder. Yeah, the NFL, you know, they need to do their boycotting off the field, but, you know, they're getting closer to getting it right, so, you know, if you think about it, back in the day, there's a long time they didn't even stand up for the anthem. They didn't even play the damn anthem. Politics got involved in it, and now look. Politics got into it back then, and they started doing the national anthem, and now they are not kneeling for it, so now politics is getting into it again, so they need to just get out of politics and play the damn game. That's my feelings. You're not going to stand for the national anthem? Don't come out until after it's over. Barbed wire is a good one, yeah. It'd be like the prison fences. I know a lot of people do the electric fences too. I was doing some research because I do it a lot because I think when the end of the world as we know it type of thing happens, that you're actually going to have to know something about the booby trap system, you know, whether you have livestock or wild game walking through your property or whatever, you're still going to have to know something. So I've been looking into it, and I like that idea of the pits that you make with the sharp sticks poking up out of them, you know. The short ones where you just walk along and you step into them, or even the big ones that you fall into and it impales you. I think those are awesome looking. I gotta keep looking at the board here. Yeah, that's a good idea. I was looking at one the other day. They use a live shell, that when you trip the tripwire, it goes up and hits the firing pin on the shell and actually fires it through a pipe. And the pipe could be PVC or steel or whatever. But that would scare the hell out of somebody. Wooden fence? Then what would you do on top of the wooden fence? They can scale the wooden fence. Yeah, I'm with you, Wes, about the game and stuff, but when the world goes grid down, or whatever you want to say about all that crap, you know, you're going to have to quit worrying about the live animals, and you're going to have to start protecting what's yours. So a game animal or whatever gets into your trap, hey, look at it like, hey, I got food. But you got to think about keeping the people out of your property also. You got to protect what's yours. I'm not talking about these days before anything happens. I'm talking about after it happens, the grid down, the end of the world as we know it type of stuff, you know. That's when we really have to start thinking about taking care of what's ours, you know, keeping the people away from you so that you can protect yours, your preps, your family, your pets, the rattlesnakes, whatever. Hot wire, yeah? You're going to have some sort of alternative energy for that. I've been thinking about that too. You have to have some sort of alternative energy for sure. Pull up the screen here so I can see what the murder. No, I'm not talking about setting up booby traps for fun. I'm talking about the grid down situation where you got people trying to take what's yours. They think that they don't have to prepare like we do, that they just got to go and take it and do bodily harm to you to get what they need. So just what I'm thinking about, going out and setting up booby traps in your vicinity of your bug out location, so that as they're coming to get what they think they can get, that they get second thoughts because they are being outthought. Yeah, your pets are going to be a big concern. I totally agree. But we still have to worry about the trespassers, the ones that want to come and take. There are always going to be the ones that think that they don't have to prepare, that they will just go and take what they want. Right, Cammy. That's why I set up that booby trap over there. It's just an alarm. I mean, it's an alarm that lets you know to load your gun, all your guns. Here, since the kid didn't go through it, I'll just kind of trip it and show you guys that these are the kind of simple things that they won't hurt your pets. And they won't even hurt you or your loved ones, but it will give you enough time to get something in place for you. So here's what I'm thinking. I'll try to turn the camera, I guess, before I go. See you have this set up. Well, you have it set up lower. You can have it set up down lower, so you can have it camouflaged. And then as they walk through it, see, something there that warns you. Oh shoot, that is mind-boggling. There, something like that. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that high-pitched noise it was making? That's something like what I'm thinking of, and you can set that up so it's a louder noise, so that yeah, annoying, yes. Also lets you know that there's something on the way. Sorry if I'm making some noise for you guys. So here, let me get this. Hold on a second. Password on the computer. Damn it. Hurt my thumb tripping that wire. There we go. I'll get this up here where you guys can see it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I'll try to get this up See right there, that guy got a hand grenade. See what he did? He put sticks around it, and I'm sure he's got tripwire on the pin release. And then when you walk through it, guess what? You have a few seconds before boom. Booby traps. That's what I'm talking about. You have, see that one right there? I don't know if you can. Hidden in the ground. Then you have the bigger ones right here. See where your whole body falls in there. Either impales you and kills you or mangles you to the point where you can't hinder anybody. This is one of my favorites right here. Oh, no, there we go. See how it's got all the wires hooked up, pulls back a green bow that has, trying to get it up there where you can see it. That is, could be an awesome man-eater right there. Let's see, try to get this other one. There, how about something like that one right there? I don't know if these are all good enough for you guys to see. But there's so many ideas that you can come up with that will keep you safe, but also keep your livestock and your pets and stuff safe also. That tripwire hurt my thumb. So you see, there's ways of protecting your stuff without really hurting your pets or your livestock. You can set those pits up where like your chickens and stuff can run across the top of them and it's not going to do anything. They're not going to fall down inside it or anything. But if a man or a woman like you or I would go bebopping through there, we would fall in and hurt ourselves. You could even have one of those annoying noisemaker things attached to it so that you would know that they're out there and you know that they're slowed down. These are all things I think about, try to keep whatever you have safe. Wes, maybe you and BC were in that live stream with the Finger Lake Prepper the other day. I think you were. Where he was saying that you have a sniper, somewhere way off that could deter them. Say they're coming to get your stuff. They come by and they say, hey, you're going to give us what we want or else. But someone in your group is hiding in inconspicuous location, able to pick them off and deter the others from thinking, let's go get them. Yeah, I am. I'm a prepper. Always thinking. Whereabouts you from, de-murder? You live in the big city? Or a big city? Or a suburb? Or a small town? This thing's getting in my way. I'm gonna move it there. These are all things that are, I don't know, something that goes through my mind. Long-range surveillance and deterrent, yep. That comes from the FLP live stream, right? Remember? You have a sniper way out that could shoot for a long ways. Maybe even have more than one. But also, you may want to think about just giving them one cow or something, you know. It's not like they could carry off the whole damn farm, depending on how many people they have in their group. Used to be a sniper. You're coming over what? Oh, you're gonna come over to my place? Come on over. You may not like what you see when you get there. Yeah, I used to be a really good shot too, but you see what happens? I got these things on now. They're not even a regular lens. It's what they call the multi-lens, and they get in the way of that scope, you know, because I'm always doing this. Which one do I want to look out of? I wouldn't know you'd be a good guy, though, you know. Say we don't know each other, and you're just trying to come over, you know. If I don't know you, guess what? You're the enemy. Hey Terry, I'm glad to see you came back. We're in a pretty deep discussion here about the booby traps. You know anything about them, go ahead and jump in anywhere. I finally went over and had to trip my booby trap myself because my kid too smart to fall for my trick. Well, that's okay, Wes. It's still pretty good shooting, buddy. But say you're 60, 70, 80, still not going to be able to see it unless you got ring glasses on your scope. Yeah, those simple little traps that we use for varmints would work. You just have to make them bigger, actually. I was thinking the same thing, you know. You could take the small rodent traps and make them big enough to trap big things. And yes, dogs are a good thing to have around. They let you know when somebody's close by. And they are a very good judge of character. Most dogs are a very good judge of character, so if they don't think that they're nice guys, you may want to take them at their word. I know my dog, if the hair on his back stands up, I know that the person that is there is not probably a very good person. Yep, exactly, to murder. Try to catch the feed here, Wes, guys. I'm reading back, sorry. It's like my glasses, I have to be on top of the camera to see it, so that's why I'm laughing. So, you know, you guys get the general gist of what I'm saying, you know, is we really have to start paying attention. There's a lot going on right now, you know, and I don't try to scare people or anything like that because I'm not trying to create panic or anything, but I'm just trying to get people educated to think outside the box because we have a ton of stuff going on in our country right now. So we have to be prepared, you know, whether you're a prepper or not, you still need to be prepared and you need to teach other people If they don't know, you need to teach them so that they know. Because when the time comes, guess what? They're not going to have time to learn. Rottweilers. I love Rottweilers. I raised German Shepherds for years. Yeah, I'm really starting to lean towards those pits. And even, the tripwire that I set off over there a few minutes ago, you could set those up, and those are just enough to let you know what's going on. I really want to protect what I have. I'm a true prepper. I have collected a lot of stuff. People call me a hoarder because I have so much stuff, but it's not that I'm a hoarder, it's that I'm preparing, and I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. Wes knows. I'd rather be called a hoarder or a prepper than not to have the stuff when I need it. It's like Wes, he did a video the other day of some stuff that he got from his son's work. And he's going to repurpose that stuff, that's the kind of thing that we have to think about. I wish that Southern Ark Homestead was here because she does some good stuff too. Yeah, I bet you do, Wes. I bet you do. It's like me, I have a lot of stuff out there in the man cave. I have tons of MREs, stacked up with water down in the basement, cases of water. I have filtration systems. It's just things that when you first start, you don't think you know enough about. But as time goes by, guess what? You're doing it out of habit, You're doing it out of habit. And you're finding that you're getting far enough ahead on one thing that you can start thinking about another. And it's the way it works. It's real easy stuff. You don't really have to even be a rocket scientist. Yeah, remember we were talking about that biodiesel last night. I think that's a very good idea. You could have an old junker and turn it into a biodiesel vehicle. Because really think about it, the gas is not going to last very long when everything goes to hell. And besides that, the gas is down deep in the ground, has to be pumped out by what? Yeah, electricity. We may not have electricity. So, if you got a plan with there's some biodiesel laying around, it's like I saw, I catch up on everything. I watched a video the other day of a guy, all he does is he drives around with a trailer on the back of his truck. And he goes to all these restaurants and he sees if they want to get rid of their old grease from their deep fat fryers. And he takes it back to his house and he stacks it up. Because he's prepping for when the shit goes down, Yeah, it's just stuff that we think about as preppers. After a while, you don't even think about it. You just do it. Yeah, true fact. Chihuahuas, those ankle biters are the best. Once they latch on, they don't let go. Evil dogs, yeah. So these are all things you gotta think about, and so what? People call me a hoarder or a prepper, so what? Maybe they should be a badge for that, because I'm proud to be those things. When all hell breaks loose, guess what? I'll have and they won't. That's why I do these live streams and I do videos and stuff like that, is because I want to get the word out. I want to teach other people. Think so, Wes? We need more teachers. More teachers to teach prepping. Because one thing you're going to learn is even if you are a prepper and your neighbors aren't, guess what? You're going to find that they want to come over and they won't take it by force. They'll think that you're their friends. They'll expect you to share. But if you're like me, you only have enough for you and whoever you got with you in your group, your family or your group. So, if they want to come over, hey, I don't have a problem with that. I hope they bring stuff with them, their own stuff. Okay, you out of here, DeMurder? Thanks for dropping by, buddy. I'll have another one next Sunday. I have them every Sunday. And usually what I do is I let the people that are in the discussion pick out what they want to talk about the next week. So we are over an hour, so you guys think about it. And if you want to talk about something next week, let me know so we can set that up. Thanks for dropping by for sure. Yeah, I appreciate it. Leave a comment. Pass the word around. Have all your friends come and check us out. I want to teach everybody, especially with the things going on in our country right now. Peace out, brother. You got the same problem, right, Wes? You're trying to teach others and try to teach others as quickly as you can, right, basically? Because you're like me, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now that we need to really pay attention to. Hey, well, I got everybody in here, enough people to discuss it. Exactly, Wes. Well, I got all you folks in here for what do you guys want to talk about next week? Pick something and I will make it the topic. I will get the word out to my Facebook people and whatnot. And we'll have a fresh topic next week. But I don't like to pick them. I like the people that I talk to pick their topic. No one has anything they think they need to learn about or talk about? You can't figure it out, Wes? You want to talk about anything in particular? You just sit here for a second. I got a call trying to come in. I'm going to let it go by. But, like the group members that were in last week, they picked the topic for today. Yeah, I need to know how to do that too, Wes. reconnecting. Darn it, I hate it when that happens. Okay, am I back? Can you guys see me still? Thing kind of tried to act up on us. Exactly. Can you see me now? Right on, thanks. Yeah, those darn phone calls, I can't put it on airplane mode when I'm online. They kind of screw everything up. So, come on, pick a topic for me. Don't make me pick it. You might not like it. You pick it, Wes. What do you want to talk about next week? And not how to make millions. Well, should we talk about how you pick your mag? Hey, there you go. Shit done. Curing meat? Hey, that'd be a good one. Sure. What do you think? Curing meats and grid down? Everybody in favor, say aye. We can make that the secondary, Wes. We'll talk about both. Curing meat and the grid down and disposing of poop. Aye, a, nay, whatever. I know one thing for sure is that we need just to be calm so that as we're making the preparations that you don't miss anything. The big thing is to make a plan, write the plan down, make another plan, write that plan down, and then practice what you preach. Practice, 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 train, train, train. I'm going to the range on Monday or Tuesday. I hate going there, but it's warmer in there than it is outside. I'm going to go see if they'll let me take a video of it. They're kind of strict down there. I know that Staff Sergeant Badass, he had some dilemmas the other day. I was kind of watching that video that he did. I couldn't see the guy, but I could hear him, and the guy was was pretty irate. I don't even know how he got the dang camera in there. That's how strict those guys were being. I'm going to call ahead and make sure they let me bring it in there. I just set it up right behind me. That'll be another video all by itself. Okay, you guys, I've been in here an hour and 14 minutes, so I'm going to get out of here. So, kind of get the honeydew list before they get home from work. And then start prepping for next week. So I really appreciate everybody coming in today. You too, Wes. You have a super day, bud. I'll see you probably online later today. I got some stuff to do first. But until then, I want you guys to know that I love you. And God bless you, and God bless me, and God bless the US of A. Next time, boys and girls.